All right. That was for the queen of the Iowa contingency right
Happy
there.
birthday, Marsha.
One of the sweetest souls I think I ever met.
Love you.
I think she's 29 years old today. So let's all wish her a happy birthday. Looks like we have a good crowd in here. This is going to be unusual for Monday nights. Seriously, I'm not going to do every Monday night. I moved everything to Thursday night. You guys know that, but I'm going to drop in every now and then on Monday night when something pops up we need to talk about, and that's happened. So we're going to get into that in just a few minutes. Right here's one of the things we're going to talk about. I'm glad Glenn Anderson's with us again tonight. It's good to see you here, brother. Good to see you doing good. We all prayed for you. And I'm glad you're part of the program tonight. The William Foster video that I tried to post twice as a short, it wouldn't upload. I don't know what the problem was, but we're going to discuss that tonight. That's the main reason I'm here. I don't know why that one wasn't posted, but it really needs to be talked about. Don't know if y'all know who William Foster is, but I'm going to tell you here in just a few minutes, because William Foster represents you and me and everybody in this country that's tired of all this crap. But we got Glenn, we got Tammy Joe. Tammy's always ready, sitting on ready. All right. What is the old saying? Sitting on G, waiting on O. She's ready to go. Debbie Jones is with us, and I'm sure her husband Rob is here. All right. The Happy Hickman Homestead. I hope you're enjoying her videos over there. Right now, she's just posting shorts, but they're very informative. You need to go over there and check them out. Who else we got here? Oh, Kathy C. Of course, Kathy's with us. We just wish her sister a happy birthday.
Her mom.
What?
Her mom.
They look like sisters.
It's her mom.
That's Marcia right there. Happy birthday, sweetheart. Greg Harmon's back with us. That's fantastic. Lynn Stalker, there we go. Michael O'Brien. It is great to see all you guys here. It truly is. Lori's with us. How about that? All right. It's good to see you too. I saw your video. You got moved to a private room. I'm glad you did. I know you're happy about it too. So it's a good thing that worked out for you. You know, we're all praying for you here. Brother Phil's with us. Yeah, the real deal. All righty then. John Hickman is here. I don't know if you have that little angel with you this week, but I'm glad she was with us last week. All right. Sun EP87. All right. We got a good bunch in here tonight. Linda Farrow. This is great right here. Appreciate every one of you folks being here.
Marsha's comment. You guys really surprised me. Thank you.
All right. Here's a new one, I think. SH839C. All right. And this one's a new one. All right. Nishka Merchetti, I think. I can't pronounce your name. I'm sorry. I'm a redneck. I have to pronounce it in Southernese. So I hope that's okay for you. But let's get on with it here. We got that happy birthday in there. That's a good thing. Like I said, that's one of the sweetest souls I think I ever met. That group up there in Iowa. But, you know, that's just good old Midwestern folks right there. That's what America was built on, people like that right there. Her and her husband, Paul. And Paul, that dude can golf. Let me tell you that right now. That man can play some golf. She's laughing at me. That's all right. I get laughed at a lot, believe me. Speaking this Southernese like I do. But what else we need to cover here before we get on with it? I guess that's about it. Just good to see, you know, all you folks in here with me. I appreciate it. Especially Lori. I know you've been struggling, girl. So it's good to see you in here with us. But I found you guys a deal this week. I'm going to go ahead and put this up there. There's a link below down in the description to buy this radio. It's a TecSun. Yeah, how about that? My dyslexia kicked in right off the bat. It's a TecSun, and this one it was an older model, but now they're producing it again because, it's more affordable for folks at, just $47. It has shortwave upper and lower bands, and that's going to be vital for gathering information. If things really go sideways, you're going to need that. You'll be able to hear radio transmissions from all over the world with this thing. Believe me, I have one. It's a little more, it's a little more updated version of that right there, but that one will do the same thing, and it costs half the price. So jump out there and get that if you can. If things do really go sideways, you're going to need it. You really are. I did a comms video. Oh my goodness, must have been about a year ago. I probably need to update that. Been a lot more that I've added to my stash as far as comms go, but I probably need to update that for you. It was a terrible video anyway. It's back when I first started doing this thing.
You were a rookie.
Yeah, I didn't know what I was doing. I thought I could talking to that little camera right there and that microphone on the top of that laptop and everything would be nice, but come a long way since then. So I probably need to update some of them older videos. But let's get on with it. We all know about this right here, First Republic Bank. They're telling you it was sold to J.P. Morgan Chase, but a lot of places aren't telling you how that actually worked out. The federal government actually seized that bank, and then they sold it to Morgan Chase at a discounted rate. But Morgan Chase didn't have the money to buy it. So the federal government gave them the money to buy it. Now, who do you think owns that bank?
Not Morgan Chase.
Nope. The federal government owns that bank. And that's exactly what all of these bank failures are all about. The federal government's trying to take charge of all the banking systems. But it can only be bad if the federal government owns the banks. They don't own the Fed. The Fed is actually, a private entity. But if the federal government keeps doing things like this, they're going to own all these banks. So when the dollar does collapse, they can just say, okay, well, we're going to erase all that, and then we're going to give you these credits, these digital credits that you can use. And you guys know where I'm going with that. We don't want them to do that. Once they get control of all of that, then your money's worthless, and they can control everything you buy. That's for sure. And that's exactly what we don't want.
Well, we talked today about banks consolidating to make just a few big banks.
Yeah.
How my bank consolidated 2 banks into one.
Right.
Yeah.
What's going to wind up happening is there's going to wind up being only about 5 or 6 banks in the United States, and they're all going to be run by the federal government, not the Fed. The CBDC, central bank digital currency, is what they're going to try to push on us. So it's coming. It's coming, folks. Just get ready for it. And whatever you want to buy without the government knowing about it, you need to buy it now. Because once they get control of the banks, they control our money. And that's it. Looks like David's with us, Scottish Urban Prepper. Appreciate it, buddy. He's saying good morning because he is in Scotland, ladies and gentlemen. You need to go there and check his channel out. I've told you many times, whatever happens in Europe is coming here. And that guy right there is on top of it. He can help you see what's coming before it ever gets here. So go over and check out Scottish Urban Prepper. Subscribe to his channel and help him out over there. I'm sure he'd greatly appreciate it.
Katie's asking if you think this will happen with the credit unions as well.
Credit unions are actually, they're not banks on their own. Credit unions are usually owned or financed by banks. They are a standalone business that are separate from the banks, but the banks finance the credit unions. So they're all going to get sucked up eventually. I'm going to say within 3 years, maybe not even that long, 2 years. This is just, with what happened earlier with Silicon Valley Bank and what was the other bank? I can't remember. Anyway, Signature Bank. Yeah. But I saw this one coming. I actually warned everybody on my social media last week before this happened. You know, if you got money there, you might want to send it somewhere else. But I mean, here we go again with the federal government stepping in and saying, okay, we're going to pay for this. We don't want that, ladies and gentlemen. I don't want to see anybody lose their money. I truly don't. But people got to start watching this banking thing, because there's more and more and more of these bank failures coming up. By the end of the summer, there's going to be several of them. And what I see is people just, you know, the federal government owning all these banks and taking control of your money.
Tammy Jo asked, could Bitcoin be used instead of to make a purchase?
If the merchant will accept Bitcoin. What you need to do, what I'm going to tell you right now, honestly, like I know you guys are going to think I'm beating a drum, but get you some silver and gold. A lot of those silver and gold merchants right now are accepting Bitcoin. And if they will, and you have them, you need to use your Bitcoin to buy those precious metals, because the federal government is going to take over Bitcoin, cryptocurrency as well. They're already trying to do that. I've seen several articles on it. So they're actually trying to do that as well, but it's just going to be just like having money in the bank. They're going to take control of it, and they're going to tell you where you can spend it and where you can't.
Scratch Prepper has a question.
What you got there, Dave? That's your job. Give it to me.
It says, with JP Morgan taking on the First Republic, do you think they stemmed the contagion, or do you see it like 2008?
It's going to be worse than 2008. This is going to be much worse, because you got a lot more money and a lot more banks involved, which means you have a lot more people involved. And every time the government steps in and takes control of that, then that's just worse and worse for us. That's what they're wanting to do, and that's what they're doing. If you remember, the first two that went down, the federal government gave them the money. One of them, the Silicon Valley Bank, because it's a big liberal bank, they just decided they'd, run off a couple of $100 billion more and back those people up. But they learned something. They learned we can buy these, then sell off what we don't want and own the rest. And that's exactly what they're going to start doing with these banks. And it's not going to be good. You have a smidge of crypto, but silver is your favorite. It damn sure should be. Right now, while you can still buy it, you need to get out there and get it. We increased our silver reserve this week. And what?
Glenn says, I retired from JP Morgan, and boy, could I have a great fireside chat about that.
Well, hey, bring it on, buddy. You want to be on this program? If you want to be on here with me one night, we can sit here and talk about it. Because I'd like to have you on here, and I'd like to hear what you have to say. I'm sure a lot of folks would.
The inside scoop.
Yeah, I want the inside poop on that one. If you got it, I want to hear it. If they'll let you. I mean, unless, you're bound by some kind of non-disclosure agreement. I'm sure we all have, a little bit of that in our past, that you've done things you can't talk about because it ain't legal.
Lori said there's a gold medal flower recall. What's that about?
Yep, there is a gold medal flower recall. I think it was salmonella.
2 weeks ago.
Salmonella, I think.
Maybe that's why my bread didn't rise properly.
Yeah. Is that what you use?
Yes.
You're killing me.
I just bought it.
Oh my gosh, she's poisoning me here, folks.
Oh, that's funny. I just bought it and I used it, and now I see this, and it didn't come out like normal. So
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Well, they're saying it had salmonella.
Okay,
in it,
we
I
didn't
believe.
get sick. So.
I didn't die.
No.
The rolls are good. So. That's all that matters. They tasted good.
That's funny.
But like I said, get that silver, guys. I know I'm beating a drum. I know I am. Oh, wait a minute.
And it's so pretty when it comes in the mail, right? So
Oh,
shiny.
yeah, it is. Yeah, it really is. Oh, what have I got here? Right here. I got a little thing I want to show you right there. I got a couple of emails from people that were saying, how are we going to use this silver? Remember I tell you to buy it in smaller little coins, like the bottom one there is a 1/10, and the second one is 1/4. And of course, the top one is a full ounce. And, just look at it like that, like I have it demonstrated right there. Look at that ounce as $100 bill, and that quarter ounce as $25, and the tenth of an ounce as a 10. That's the way you can use silver as currency. So when the dollar's no good anymore, and you go into a little marketplace like this right here, and you're having to barter for items, then a merchant wants either 50 rounds of ammo or a tenth of an ounce of silver for a loaf of bread. You can give them what they want if you have those portions. If you have the portions of an ounce, it's going to be like bartering back in the old days. It's exactly like back in the Roman days when coins were first invented and people were using silver and gold as currency. It's going to be just like that. You're going to have to, if they want a tenth of an ounce or a quarter of an ounce for that loaf of bread, and all you have is 1 ounce coins, and they don't want to make change for you, you're going to have to pay 10 times the price or 4 times the price because you don't have the right coin in your hand. So when you start buying the silver, get out there and get it in those portions, like a tenth of an ounce, quarter ounce. Don't buy the half ounce. That's why you don't. It's kind of like why you don't see a $50 chip in a casino. You see $25 chips and $100 chips. That 50 usually ain't there because they know you can pop 2 of those quarters out there, and it's just the same. And that's why you got to look at this silver. But get it now because when digital currency is the thing and your money's no good anymore, they might not let you use that to buy silver or gold or whatever. I mean, I know they're going to cut off your ammo purchases. I know that for a fact. So that's another precious metal you need to get out there and get right now while you can, and get it in different denominations as well. Get what you need. Try to keep that narrowed down a little bit to as few as possible. Like I told you last week when we were talking about the firearms, I have the 9mm sidearm and the 9mm carbine. That way 1 ammo will work for both of those. But that's another precious metal you need to invest in right now while you can, because when that digital currency comes in, that's controlled by the federal government, no more. You're not going to be able to buy any guns. You're not going to be able to buy any ammo. Of course, there'll be legal challenges to that. However, they don't give a damn. And like I told you last week, when Washington State and the other states have made these assault weapons, which there's no such thing as an assault weapon, unless it's been used to actually assault somebody, and that could be any weapon. But they enacted their assault weapons ban. They know they're going to lose that when it goes through the legal process, but they don't care. They're just trying to make it hard on you.
Sally's here. Who's your prepping nurse?
So, yeah, who's your prepping nurse is here. All right. Let me tell you what, folks, go over there and check out her channel. You really need to subscribe to that. She's got some awesome recipes over there. She made some bread today that, hell, even I can make. She got some great ideas over there on some recipes, and that'll help you out. So go over there and help her out. Click that subscribe and help her out over there. But let me get back on topic here. I know like I said, you guys think I'm beating a drum with this gold and silver, but that's going to be your only hope for you to get what you need when the dollar's gone, and it's falling fast. Just this weekend, Syria got off the dollar. They're wanting to join BRICS. I've told you guys about that. But every time one of them jumps off that dollar, it makes our dollar weaker. So it's happening, and it's happening quick. Honestly, I never thought I'd live to see it, but now I think I'm going to. Really don't like that idea, but it's going to happen, folks. So you got to get ready for it. All right. All right. Let's get on to our William Foster here, the one that they wouldn't let me. It wouldn't post. Let me put it there. I tried it 3 times. and it wouldn't post. I'm sure some of you probably know who he is. You probably saw this movie right here called Falling Down with Michael Douglas from 2003. I was watching the news the other day, and it was just one thing after another, after another, after another. It's killing our society. It's slowly killing our society. It's being done systematically by the administration we have right now in charge. And I thought about this old movie.
That was a good one.
And if you haven't seen it, you really need to see it. And when you do, just put yourself in the position of that main character right there and think of everything that's being thrown at him that's coming from the government. Because that's exactly what's happening here. You know, they're pushing perversion on the United States of America. You have to accept it or you're wrong. You know, they're trying to tell you have to drive electric cars. You have to have electric appliances in your house. Can't have gas appliances, which is a joke. There are DAs, even our federal Department of Justice is supporting criminal activity every day. How many times have we seen, the Bidens break the law or somebody within that administration break the law? And the DOJ and FBI don't care. They don't give a damn. That's homegrown crime that they're not wanting to deal with. And then we have the problem at the border. They just keep letting these people come in and come in and come in. They're actively trying to destroy the United States of America. And I told Pam today, I said, this is going to come down to one of two things. Either America won't exist anymore, there'll be no borders, and anybody can come and go as they please, or it'll be shut down completely, and our government will tell everybody that wasn't born here or who hasn't been naturalized to a legal process, they have to go. And they're going to start rounding them up and shipping them out of here. There's no in between. There is no in between here, folks. They're actively destroying this country with illegal immigration, crime, killing the money, trying to rule every aspect of your life. The only way to stop it is to flip that switch and shut it off completely and do what we have to do to correct it. But you and I both know nobody has the guts to do that. And it's, I'm about to get off on a rant here, and I really don't want to, but that's going to be the only two options. There's not going to be anything in between. Either that or America is over. The election process right now at the federal level is totally corrupt. There's nothing actually legal or fair about it. It's totally corrupted. The last presidential election showed us that. There were hundreds of videos of people stuffing ballot boxes with, 30, 40, 50, 100 ballots. Now you can't find those videos anymore. You can't find them anywhere. Wonder why. And then that movie came out, 20,000 Mules, where they actually tracked people that were going from ballot box to ballot box and stuffing them. They actually had it all in real time. Of course, the movie was pretty much panned. Probably got 15 viewers in the theaters. They weren't going to let people see that. But you need to get out there and find it. 20,000 Mules. What's the guy's name that did that?
Michael Douglas.
No.
Oh.
Dinesh D'Souza.
Oh.
Yeah. 20,000 Mules.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. But I got skewed off on something else.
You did. You went right left.
I did. That's my fault. All right, let me get back to the point. William Foster and Falling Down. It's just this guy who's just trying to make a living. He's trying to make it every day, doing his best. And life just keeps piling on. Society's a piece of shit. Oh, excuse my language. Society's gone to hell, and it's getting the best of him. And finally, that one little thing, I'm not going to tell you what it was because you really need to watch this movie. One little thing, it was nothing. He finally snapped. And that's where we are right now. That's where America is right now. It's just,
he did just totally snap.
yeah, it's just going to take.
It's like Citadel. That's what made you remember this movie. We were watching Citadel
Right,
the other night. And that guy
right.
he was snapping.
Right.
Yeah.
You just, that's where they're pushing Americans to right now. They're going to keep pushing, and it's going to be that one little thing. And they're going to get something they don't want. They think the people in charge right now, they are orchestrating this, and they think that we're just going to take it lying down. No, it's not going to happen. Americans don't do that. True Americans don't do that. They've tried to feminize men so they won't be a threat. They've dumbed down our children in schools for the last 30 years so they don't know what our true history is. But guess what? It's in our DNA. Americans will not be oppressed by anybody. When you push us too far, it's not going to happen. And they're pushing that far. And that's what this movie's about, and you need to go watch it. It's a perfect example of what's happening today. But since I couldn't post that this week, I wanted to come and do this tonight and talk about this. Because it kind of ticked me off that they wouldn't let it happen. So I got it out there now. I got that out of my system. That's a good thing. Looks like we got a question here. What's your opinion why U.S. debt clock shows silver to dollar ratio at 0? Because they're artificially suppressing the value. Yeah.
Is that why silver's affordable still?
Right.
Right.
They're trying to, that's exactly why. They're just trying to boost up the dollar. That's what that's all about, boosting up that dollar.
Yeah, the price of silver right now is so temporary. It's going to go up really soon.
Let me see. Let me get a live reading here what it's going for.
We just got some today, and it's so pretty when you get it in the mail. It's so shiny. It makes me want to buy a loaf of bread.
Right now, silver is $25.24 an ounce. So you need to get out there and get it while you can. That's good. That's a pretty good price, especially considering what's going to happen to it when the dollar goes to crap. Silver's going to be through the roof. That $100 I showed you there with that 1 ounce, that's not even going to be close to what it's worth. It's going to be worth a lot more than that. But, I just wanted to get that rant out there. They tried to stop it twice. I guess they did stop it twice. But now it's out there. I did it live. So I just wanted to rant. I hope you guys understand. I'm going to try to bring you the truth whenever I can. Try to help you whenever I can. Tell you what to look out for. Watch those banks, folks. There's more coming. There's more failures coming. As soon as I get a hint on something, I'll throw it out there for you. But I think I'm going to get out of here tonight unless you guys got some more questions.
Remind him we won't be here Thursday.
Yeah, well, I won't be here Thursday night. I'm going to be out in the woods this week. My next scheduled live stream is Thursday, May 11th. But I might pop in there before then. So I hope you'll subscribe and you'll get a notice. If I do, obviously I'm going to be putting up a video, I'm sure, when I get back. Because when I get out walking around in the woods, I get thinking about stuff, and I'd like to share that with you. So that'll probably be coming this weekend. But I'm going to get out of here. Appreciate you being here. Love you all. Happy birthday, Marcia. All right. Glad Lori was able to join us, and Glenn. Really like seeing you folks here, and you new folks, thank you so much for being here tonight. Love every one of you. So with that, I'm going to say stay strong, stay patriotic, stay true to our founding principles, and pray for the United States of America. The Orlando Prepper is out.